Okay, guys, so let's talk about making a way when there is no way. Because times can get rough sometime, but you have no idea how resilient, and I mean really resilient you are until you have to make a way when there is no way. Now, if you've seen some of my videos before, then you know that my number one go-to is the Most High, is the divine. The universe, the Most High, however you resonate, is always my first go-to. I go to the Most High first and foremost because that's my foundation. That's my source of strength, my source of courage. And with the Most High at my side, I know I can do anything. No matter how bugged out my situation may seem, I know I could do anything. I meditate and I connect with the Most High for strength and guidance to get through situations that maybe look like there's no way. There were several, and I mean several times when I had no idea if I had enough food to make it. You guys know how it is when you look in the fridge, or if you look in your cabinets and all you see is like a bag of rice and a couple potatoes with one onion or a pepper or a tomato or something. Then you check your account and you have like $10 to your name. Well, guess what, guys? That's when your resilience will kick in full throttle and your natural survival instincts come back to you like your ancestors are standing right next to you, giving you the gems that you need on how they did it back in their days. Once that natural survival instinct kicks in, you see things differently when you open the fridge the next time. Once you feel your ancestors' presence, it's like you grab that bag of rice, and don't forget that can of beans that you bought during one of those grocery scares. You know what I'm talking about. You get those grocery scares when we start grabbing canned goods and stuff like that, just in case something happens. Go get a big pot of rice and beans and get that going. And I mean a big pot though, because that thing gotta last. So make a big pot of that. Then you grab every vegetable that you have in the fridge and wash it up, chop it up, get it prepped up, and take your little $10 and go grab more potatoes. Grab things that's going to make your meal hearty. It's going to make it thick. It's going to fill you up. And like grab little things, celery, or, and make sure you get like bread and eggs for your breakfast or whatever. And make yourself a big pot of homemade vegetable soup from scratch. Trust me, it will last and you will be nice and full, and it's actually healthy at that. Now you have to make it stretch, so it's all about the seasoning. You guys know how it is. The right seasoning will make everything so good that you won't get sick of the meal, because you're going to be eating that for a few days until you can pull yourself out of a rut. So you have to make sure those seasonings are right so that you won't get sick and tired of that meal. Don't be shy, guys. Don't be shy to call on your ancestors for help. They lived off the land. They didn't have fast food and Uber Eats and all that bunch of crap. They didn't have that. So don't be shy to call on your ancestors, and you'll know for a fact when they're helping you, because you won't need a recipe. It'll naturally come to you how much of this or how much of that to put into it. You won't need measuring cups. You won't need any of that stuff. You just know. You'll start sprinkling things. It'll be like you're a chef. You start sprinkling just the right amount. You'll start putting in just the right amount. Everything will just come naturally to you. You'll know your ancestors are on deck at that moment, and show gratitude for that. Absolutely show gratitude for that. Don't just accept the help and act like it's all you. Make sure you show your ancestors some love for that. Throw some music on even. Bust a move while you're cooking. Put your favorite playlist on. Sing some songs. I listen to R&B myself. When I'm cooking, I listen to R&B or I listen to neo soul, because if I put on hip hop or reggae, 9 times out of 10 I'm gonna burn something. So I put on some R&B, I put on some neo soul, because it has a nice good balance and it won't get me a little too hyped to where I get distracted. So for me, I put on some R&B, but put on whatever you like. Put on things that will get you to sing while you're cooking. Sing over your meal, because you're not just cooking and you're not just trying to survive. You want to pour love into your meal. You want to taste the love in your meal. And I hope that definitely makes sense. You know, your hard times don't have to be all gloomy and sad. Just think about it. Somebody, somewhere in this world, they wish they had that big pot of homemade vegetable soup and rice and beans. They wish they had that. So thank the divine for having what you have. And turn up while you get your meal going. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with having a good time in the midst of what may look like a crisis, because you don't have to treat it like a crisis at all. Trust me. I've turned up cooking just a pot of rice before because that's all I had. And I was turning up cooking that rice. But I was grateful, you know. I was grateful to have a roof over my head. I was grateful to have that rice. And you can call me what you want. You can call me poor, you can call me broke or whatever. You can call me what you want. But what you won't call me is ungrateful, because I'll eat my little home cooked hot meal. You know, I'll take a nice hot shower and I'll crawl into a nice soft warm bed. Now, if that's not something to be grateful for, then I don't know. I don't know what is, guys. You know, I bet you one thing. If there's ever a natural disaster, because I love zombie movies and I watch a lot of apocalypse movies, if there's ever some kind of natural or unnatural disaster, you know what I'm saying, and we have to hunker down or something like that, trust and believe your girl will be good. I will be just fine. Me and whoever I'm around, we will be fine. I'll make sure of that. We will be fine. I will make sure of that. You know, and during a natural disaster, I can make it. And I can make it with a smile on my face, trust and believe, and with gratitude in my heart. And I'm grateful for the fact that I will be able to make it through it with gratitude, with a smile on my face, you know, and not allowing the situation to overtake me and make me sad, make me depressed or anything like that, because it's all about the perspective. You know what I'm saying, guys? Make a way when there is no way, guys. Ask the Most High for strength and guidance. Call on your ancestors to guide your hand, to help you to survive the way that they did back in their days. You'll be just fine. Look, we're not crazy if we take tough situations and we turn it into something to be grateful for. We're not crazy if we have to call on our ancestors to help us tap into our natural survival instincts, and we do it with a smile on our face and maybe playing some music. We are not crazy if what looks like a dead-end situation is turned into a blessing to us, because we know how to flip it and alchemize that situation. You know, I'm grateful for all of my lessons and experiences, all of them, even the tough ones. And that doesn't make me crazy at all, because you know what I'm going to say? I'm not crazy, and neither are you.